Okay guys, I just dug this hole. If you look up here, you can see we have some sort of rim. What in the world is this? This is some sort of coin. Oh, sort of looks like a $50, but almost like a fake $50. What the heck is that? Is that the Illuminati? And we have another signal. Check this out. Is it a coin? No, it is not. It's an old pocket knife. Could this be related?
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Ultimate Coin Hunt. In case you're unaware, the Ultimate Coin Hunt is a series where I take my metal detector from location to location in search of all United States coins dating back all the way over the last 100 years. I then take all of the coins we find and put them into a series of collection albums in order to track our progress. Today I decided to come back to a series of buildings that were built in 1958. These buildings have produced tons of coins for me in the past, including wheat pennies, silver dimes, and silver quarters. So guys, I am super excited to get into today's hunt. It just rained, the soil is super soft, it's perfect conditions for metal detecting. With that being said, let's go ahead and get some coins.
All right guys, I just got down on this hole right here, which was sounding like a high signal, maybe like a quarter, but it was kind of sounding like iron as well. Ended up being in the plug. I just moved a little bit of dirt over here and then I saw this come out. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? That looks like a Canadian quarter right there. Let's take a look at this, because this could actually be silver if it's in the right date range. So we're looking for 1968 or older. Wow, okay. I'm actually not sure. This might not even be a Canadian. No, it definitely is. It definitely is a Canadian quarter. So let's take a look at the edge. Okay, all right. I think that's a good sign. 1974. Almost made it as a silver quarter right there. I don't think I've ever found a Canadian quarter out of this site. I think maybe I found one other Canadian quarter in the past ever. But I know that this is a place where I've found a lot of Canadian coins before. I have found Canadian silver in the form of a dime. So I'll try and throw a clip of that up if I can find it. I just got down in this hole and hopefully you can see that all right. This is a first for me. Very thin Canadian silver right there. I haven't actually looked at the date yet. I'm not gonna rub it, but you can see that it's one of the young heads, so I'm guessing that's from the 50s or 60s. Hey, that's pretty cool right there. I will definitely take that. Super weird signal, but happy to have it. So I'm sure that some of my viewers in Canada already know this, but for all my viewers in the US, take a listen. This is what a 1974 Canadian quarter sounds like on the Ace 400. It's really weird. If you come up higher, it sounds better. But when you go low, it doesn't sound very good at all. Unless you get right on it, then it sounds pretty good. But then it sounds like iron again at a middle depth. So kind of interesting find right there. Definitely wouldn't dig a signal like that, but I would dig that higher signal. So definitely an interesting find. And I believe that this one's actually made of almost fully nickel. You can see the sort of rainbow toning on that coin. Really a nice find right there. 1974 Canadian quarter. On to the next. All right guys, I have a pretty good signal here. It's at a great depth and definitely in the coin range. Let's have a listen. So high 80s, low 90s, and it's really deep, like 6 to 8 inches down there. About as deep as my detector can detect. So that's definitely a good signal. I'm hoping for maybe a wheat penny, maybe even a silver dime. Let's go ahead and dig it and see what we get. So it just got down, dug a hole about 7 inches down, and the target actually ended up being up here in the plug, just maybe an inch higher than I thought it might be. So it looks like it definitely is going to be a penny. I'm just not sure if it's going to be a wheat penny or a memorial. So let's take a look at the date. As you can see, 1970 there. It's going to be another memorial cent, and I just had to brush an ant off my arm because he was about to bite. But 1970 Denver. Not sure if we need that one in the book or not, but I'll take it. On to the next. So just a couple feet away here, I have another signal that was very similar to the last. Let's have a listen. Once again, high 80s, low 90s, and at about an 8+ inch depth. Right about there. Let's go ahead and dig this one and see what we get. Similar to the last one, got down here about 7 inches and ended up getting an 83, 84 signal up in the plug. And just like the last one, it looks like we're gonna have another memorial cent here. This time, still copper, but just barely. This one's gonna be, it looks like a 1982, I believe. So I think we have a couple of those, but there are, I think, 8 of them to collect. Nope, just 7 of them to collect. The 8th one is super duper rare, so it's probably not that one. But anyway, on to the next. Man, looks like memorial cents is the story of my life. That's my 3rd one in less than, I think, 5 minutes right there. This one's a little bit older though, 1962, getting back into towards that wheat penny range. We should be coming onto a wheat penny anytime now. So I just got down on my 4th coin sounding target in a row. Once again, it's up in the plug. I know it's around this general area, but I haven't figured out where it is exactly yet. So I have my pinpointer on here. Just in case you're unaware, it does vibrate when it gets close to the target. So listen for the vibrations, and we should be able to pull this one out pretty easily. Let's see if we can get it here. So, all right, so I'm definitely getting some heavy vibrations right there. We're pretty much right on it. Let's just unearth it and see if it's gonna be a memorial penny, more of the same, or something different. Ooh, there it is right there. That's definitely a Lincoln penny, but is it going to be a memorial? We will see. Ooh, okay, 1972, it looks like it is just gonna be a memorial. I know that there is a double die in the 1972, so I'll have to check for that. I don't know if it's on the Denver or not though, off the top of my head, but yep, another memorial cent right there. Into the pock, onto the next hole. Unbelievable, guys. Was just getting an 85, 86 signal. Same exact thing happened, and this time I didn't even have to look for it. It's staring me right there, and we know that this one's gonna be memorial. Let's take a look at what the date's gonna be though. Might go into a collection. It might even be 1959, which would be extremely close to a wheat penny. And actually, this date is not coming off as easy as the last 4, I should say. You guys seeing the date on that? I see the 19. Man, if I didn't know better and just looking at it from the front, I would think that that was a wheat penny. Looks like 1970s, 1970 Denver maybe. All right, on to the next one. Maybe we'll get off of some of these memorial cents, get into something a little bit older. All right, so switching things up a little bit this time, I had to dig a lot deeper into the plug to find this one, and that's because it is a much newer coin. This one is a Zinc penny, 1994 Denver. I need quite a few of the Zinc pennies, so I'm definitely happy to have that one. I know that that one's going into the collection. So I just moved into a new location, had a really consistent 84, 85 signal, dug this nice deep plug, and then right here on top of the hole, I thought I was gonna have another penny, but it turns out we have, looks like a piece of a spoon right here, and might be silver plated. I don't think it's pure silver though. It does sound like a copper coin. I guess it also sounds like what a silver coin would sound like as well. They sound pretty similar, but this is probably just going to be silver plated. I'll get it cleaned up though, and hopefully we'll be able to take a look together. So here's a closer look at that piece of a spoon that we found. I got it all cleaned up, and I definitely stand by my original assessment. It is definitely not silver. Might be aluminum, but still a nice, cool piece to find. Let's get on to the next one. All right, guys. So as always, very similar situation. Nice deep hole, plug right here, and then we have a coin up here in the plug, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. Take a look at the date on that coin. That is going to be a wheat penny, our first of the hunt, and we'll flip it over to the reverse here so that we can see that. It's actually in excellent shape. It's just been almost completely preserved. Now this looks like it was probably dropped a little bit later than the date on the coin, which I think is 1954. This was probably dropped in the 70s, maybe even the 80s, because you can see that it has quite a bit of wear on it. So we're not really in an old area at the moment, I wouldn't say, but we definitely have the potential for finding coins like this. And of course, you guys know that if we were to find a dime in this range, it would be silver. It would make it into our target collection, just like this one did, the 41 through 74 Lincoln pennies. This one's probably gonna be going into that one. I don't think we have the 54 Denver yet, so definitely happy with that find. Really, really nice looking coin. That looks like something you could find coin roll hunting. It's so nice. So I'm just within a few feet of that 1954 wheat penny. Just got down in this hole here, and of course it ended up being in the plug here. Just a little while ago, I got a 1972 memorial, which I didn't show because we found enough of those, but this one looks like it might be older. I haven't revealed the date on it yet, and this is definitely a Lincoln penny right here. So let's pull that out and see what we're gonna get for a date. Really, really close to the one that I found a second ago. I think it's a 73 or maybe it's another 72. All right, that's a bummer. Hopefully we can get another wheat penny soon. Maybe some silver coming our way. So those of you who watch the series a lot know that I find quite a few of these. This is a toy car, and this one says, it looks like it says Hong Kong on it, like quite a few of them have in the past. It says it's a Jeep. I don't see a year on it though, but definitely cool to find. I'll add it to the collection, get it cleaned up a little bit later.
Now taking a closer look at that toy car that we just pulled out, as you can see I have it all cleaned up and it is looking pretty nice. Still a few roots sticking out here and there, but if we look at the bottom here, we see the model. It is a Z car, that's Z-E-E. The model is P368 and this is a Jeep coming out of Hong Kong. So some of you might know a little bit about this car. I looked it up, all I could find was that it is a vintage car, probably from the 70s or 80s, maybe a little bit older, because I have found older cars out of this area before. It's definitely missing a few parts. There should be some seats over there on the right side. There should also be sort of like a visor thing coming up on the back as well, but still a nice, cool piece to find, and it still has some of the original paint as well. Let's get on to the next one.
All right, guys, so since I turned on the camera, I found way too many memorial pennies to count. You'll see them all in the wrap-up, but basically I got down on this signal right here. Also sounded like maybe it was gonna be a dime or a penny. And when I saw this, I got super, super excited. It looks really, really nice, doesn't it? But when it comes out of the hole, you can see it is just, unfortunately, a piece of trash, probably off of a bottle. But man, did that look good for a second. Almost looks like silver or white gold, something like that, and it's coin shaped as well. So anyways, we'll get on to the next one. Hopefully we can get some good coins out of here. All right, guys, it's definitely been a while, but I think I have a pretty decent signal here. Sounds like it could be a Clad quarter, possibly a silver quarter. Let's have a listen. As you can see, we're hitting 90, 91. It also could be a toy car. I'd still be happy with that. About 6 inches down. And it's gonna be right about there. So let's go ahead and dig it and see what we get. Okay, guys, I just dug this hole and it ended up being in the plug. And if you look up here, you can see we have some sort of rim, but I don't know what exactly that's going to be. It's bigger than a quarter for sure, and it has writing on it. What in the world is this? This is some sort of coin. Might be a token. Oh, that thing is big. It definitely has some thickness to it. However, it's kind of light, so I don't know what this is going to be. It sort of looks like a $50, but almost like a fake $50, like a piece of toy money. What the heck is that? Is that the Illuminati? What in the world? It's the same thing that we have on our dollars for some reason. It says something along the bottom there. God, this is bizarre. I've never found anything like this before. Some sort of token. We have the symbol of the Illuminati on the front of it. And then on the back side, we have the eagle, the emblem. That is just bizarre. E pluribus unum across the eagle. Flip it over and we get the, the Illuminati. Okay, if anybody has any idea what this is, please let me know. Luckily, I did bring a bottle that we can use to spray this so that we can get some of that dirt off of it immediately. So let's go ahead and do that now. So guys, upon further inspection, I believe that this is some sort of aluminum token. You can see right there. I don't know if I should call that the obverse or the reverse, but you can see right here I have a little bottle here with some water in it. So I'm gonna hit it with some water, see if we can get some of that dirt off of it and maybe get a little clearer picture of what exactly we are looking at. Let's just spray it down real quick. See what those words are on the bottom. I think it's Latin. God, this could be some weird club token. I see Roman numerals across the bottom there, starting to show through for us. How weird is this? I don't know how to read Latin. I don't know if anybody does. Annuit culptus novus ordo seclorum. And then I also don't know how to read Roman numerals off the top of my head. Just bizarre. Let's flip it over to the other side here. Oh, it looks like it flips like Canadian coins do rather than American coins. But this is no coin, guys. This is some sort of weird club token, maybe. It's got stars across it. Let's see if we can get some of that loose dirt off there. Very interesting, guys. So that is it. I can tell you right now, it is super light. So I think this is made of aluminum. And I'll have to do some research to figure out exactly what this is. I think it's some sort of weird club token, but I don't know for sure. So I'm gonna bring this back to you guys in the studio and I'll have some more information for you so we can kind of figure out what we just found. All right, guys, so here is a closer look at that token that we found. As you can see, we can read the Latin across the top there. It says Annuit Coptis Novus Ordo Seclorum. And then I looked up the Roman numerals there on the pyramid. Those actually come out to 1776, which is basically the United States birthday. And the interesting thing about this coin, you probably recognize both of these symbols right here, both the eagle on this side and the pyramid on this side. And the reason for that is because you've seen them both on the dollar bill. I have one right here. I took a look and you can see we have the exact same words right there. I'll put translations of what those mean on the screen for you. And it is super weird to think, some of you probably haven't even realized that this is on the dollar bill, but taking a closer look here, we see basically the exact same picture. And then over on the right hand side, we have the emblem as well with the E pluribus unum across the eagle there. So definitely a weird piece. I couldn't find this exact one online. I found a lot like it. I'll go ahead and throw some pictures of those up on the screen, but this one is, I believe it's either tin or aluminum. It is pretty light. The edges of it definitely look good if you were to find it on its edge like that, which I basically did. It looks like it could be a silver coin. And then this makes it look like almost like it's a United States coin, because actually if you look at the half dollar, we have the exact same picture right there. And these are very, very similar, as you can see. Okay guys, so this is a really spooky coincidence. Check this out. I just dug this hole right here. Right over here is where we found that token. Just a couple feet away, and we have another signal. Check this out. Is it a coin? No, it is not. It's an old pocket knife. Right next to that Illuminati token, the weird token that we just found, we got a pocket knife. How weird is that? Could this be related to the token? I don't know. But we'll have to clean it up and see what we have when we get back to the studio. We might have some sort of initials or writing on it. Either way, I'm gonna keep looking around here. We might be able to find something else to help us put this together. All right, let's take a closer look at that pocket knife. As you can see here, I've got it all cleaned up, and it is a really nice looking pocket knife. There's a little bit of it missing. I think that we might have had some sort of a name tag. Maybe the person who owned this before just kind of peeled it off if they were anxious sitting in class and just peeled away at it. Maybe that's why that's missing there. But either way, we still have quite a bit of that rubber finish on the knife. You can see that the blade is completely rusted, so there's no way that we're going to be opening this thing anytime soon. But this is actually the first pocket knife that I've ever found, and it came after finding that really weird token, as we showed earlier. So I don't know, these could be related. I'm not really sure. I can see the person who owns a token like this might need a pocket knife for protection for whatever weird sort of club that they are in and having to protect over. So I don't know, guys. I'm sure that they're probably pretty bummed out about losing both of these items. But anyways, that is a really nice find right there. I'm happy to have it. Let's get on with the rest of the hunt. All right, guys, a few minutes later now. I'd say we're about 10 feet away from where we found that weird token and the pocket knife, and I just got a signal very similar to the token. Also sounds like a Clad quarter like that token did. Let's have a listen. Could this be another token? We will find out. That would be super cool. I'd also be happy with a coin, but I am really into this token right now, so I'm hoping that we can get some more stuff related to it. Right about there. Let's go ahead and cut a plug and see what we can find. So we just cut the plug, and it looks like this time it actually is going to be a Clad quarter. You can see it down in the hole right there, and it looks like it's going to be older than 1999, but not silver. That definitely looks Clad. So let's see what the date is going to be on that one. Oh, guys, look at that. 1965, just 1 year off from being a silver quarter right there. I don't remember if we need that one in the collection or not, but we are very close. I'm gonna keep hunting around here. Hopefully we can get some older coins out. Would love to get a silver by the end of the day. All right, guys, so I'm really liking this signal right here. It sounded like it could be maybe a Clad quarter. I don't know why all of these signals happen to come out at the end, but that's what it was. Now it's up in the plug and it's coming in really solid. 86, have a listen. 86, 87, that is typically what a silver dime sounds like. Let's go ahead and turn on our pinpointer and see if we can find this in the plug here. I'm gonna turn off the detector there so we don't get that distraction. And I know it's up here in the plug. Let's see if we can find, oh, here we go. We are right on it right there. Let's go ahead and dig a little bit. I'm really hoping we can see some silver here. Oh, dang it. What in the world? I think we got two pennies, guys. I see one right there and I see another right there. Unfortunately, both are going to be memorial cents. Yeah, that really tricked me right there. So what do we have for dates anyway? We might get one of these into a collection. Got 68 and looks like 70 something, so that's a bummer. Okay, so definitely a good idea to recheck your holes, especially if you have more than one coin already in the hole. Take a listen here. Guys, basically I just opened this hole back up and I can already see that there are more coins in the bottom. Flip this one out right here and you can see that we do have at least one more penny. This one's gonna be 1971. So let me just slide that into the pocket real quick. Come up here with the detector again and give it another check. Oh, guys, it just got even higher. So we are at 3 pennies so far. The signal's still very high. Let's take a look here with the pinpointer, see if we can find any more coins. Oh, pinpointer's not on. That would help. Okay, so I definitely am seeing a whole bunch more, guys. Look at this. We just got another one right there. Let's see if we can get a wheat penny here. Nope, 71 on that one. I see another one right here. Come on, wheat penny. Let's see what we can get. 77. Looks like this was probably dropped in the 80s. That's 5 pennies so far. Let's see if we have any more in here. Not getting any more with the pinpointer. Let me just check with the detector real quick. And I think that's about it. Not getting any more signals there. So that is 5 pennies on the hole, all pretty much from the 1970s, one from the 60s. And that's why that sounded like could have been a silver quarter. All right, guys, I think this is probably gonna be the last find of the day. I am pretty excited about this one though, because it sounded like sort of a low copper penny, which sometimes indicates an older wheat penny. And I did find it up here in the plug, and I can see that we have Lincoln's face right there. I just don't know if this is going to be a wheat penny or a zinc penny. And I think I'm seeing a 4. Oh no, I'm not. I am seeing a 5. That is a 5-0, but either way, looks like we do have a wheat penny there. So that's 2 wheat pennies on the day. That's a good way to end the hunt, if you ask me. 2 wheat pennies, this weird Illuminati coin, plus a pocket knife and a whole bunch of other coins. Let's get back to the studio and see exactly what we were able to find. And I'm hoping that this one gets into the collection, because I know that we already have a 1950 wheat penny. I'm hoping that this is the mint mark that we don't already have. All right, welcome to the wrap up of the Ultimate Coin Hunt number 7. So as far as target collections go today, we were able to get 1 out of 2. Unfortunately, weren't able to find any of the silver Roosevelt dimes, but we were able to get a ton of coins into the 41 through 74 Lincoln album. So this right here is the album before today's hunt, and then this right here is the album after. So let's take a closer look and see what we were able to get. So as you can see up here on the far left-hand side, we got our first duplicate wheat penny, which is why it's going to be filling the wheat ears reverse spot. It was a 1950, and as you guys heard me say in the field, I hope we didn't just get a duplicate. Unfortunately, we did, but we are going to be filling in that spot right there. We did also get another wheat penny. It was a 1954 Denver, and it's going to be going in right there at 251 million minted. That is the rarest coin that we found in today's hunt, if you're counting United States coins. Now moving on over here, we were also able to get a 1962. And then on this next page, we got the most, I believe. So as you can see right here, we were able to get 2 coins in a row, 1971, 71 Denver, and then the 1973, for a total of, I believe, 6 new coins on today's album. Now the next album that we were able to fill coins in today, we got even more into, and that was the 75 through 2013 Lincoln Cents album. So this right here is where we were at on that album before today's hunt, and now this is where we're at after today's hunt. So we were able to put a total of 7 new coins into this collection, and actually a Ultimate Coin Hunt first right here. We just got our first complete full row, so I think that that's pretty cool as well. So just briefly taking a look at the new coins that we got into this collection. Up here we got the 1976 Denver at 4.2 billion. We were also able to get the 1978 Denver, a little bit more rare, at 4.3 billion. All these are pretty high mintage figures though. 4.1 billion on the 79 Denver, and then we are also able to get that 82 Denver copper large date. As you can see, there's quite a few of those 1982s that we still need to find. We were also able to get a few zinc coins. These are all looking pretty rough. 1994 Denver came out for us. The 96 Denver right there, which is in really rough shape. And then we were also able to get the 1999 Denver. But wait, that's not all, because we still have one more collection that we were able to get coins into today. That collection, of course, is the 1965 through 1987 Washington quarter collection. As you can see on this collection, we have 2 coins per page. This coin right here, of course, is going to break the tie. Which page is it going to go on to? Leave your guesses down in the comments below. It's going to be revealed in 3, 2, 1. That's right, it is the 1965 quarter, the very first coin in this collection, just 1 year off of being silver, and we were able to get it in today's hunt. Always love finding those 65 quarters because it means that there's a possibility that there's silver around. So that's it for American coins on today's hunt, but we were able to get 2 more coins that I think were probably the best finds of this hunt, and I hope that you guys will agree with me on this. Take a look at these coins right here. So I'm going to start off with this Canadian quarter from 1974. This was very close to actually being a silver Canadian quarter, not quite as close as the United States quarter we found, but the silver cutoff in Canada is actually 1968. So we were just 6 years off of being 100% silver, but we did actually make it into the 100% nickel range, which is why this coin sounded so weird in the first place, and also why we have this really cool toning and almost no wear at all on this coin, which I think is just absolutely incredible. Look at that rainbow toning on that coin. Probably this is one of the most beautiful coins that I've ever pulled out of the ground. On top of that, this coin is in excellent shape. Aside from a few surface scratches, we see quite a bit of definition there on the obverse, and then on the reverse as well. With the caribou, you can see quite a bit of definition there on the chest area. It's just a really nice looking coin, both tone wise and condition wise. So actual currency is all fine and good, but what really made this hunt for me was this token right here, which I pulled out towards the end of the hunt. Just a stunning piece. I don't know what this is still, so I am looking for your help in the comments down below. Like I said before in the video, I was not able to find exact information on this. Some people have them listed or similar pieces listed, but they don't really provide a whole lot of information as to what they are. So if you can tell me more about this piece, please do down in the comments below, and if you see one that you believe is accurate, make sure to upvote it. I'm definitely curious about what this is. But anyways guys, that's gonna pretty much do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go down below and leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, because we post new videos like this every single week. Always bring you along with the hunts and having a good time. And as always, I'm Quin, and this is Quin Coins signing out, and I will see you in the next episode of the Ultimate Coin Hunt.